What's up, everyone? Welcome to Yoga with Adriene. I'm Adriene, and welcome to day 1 of 30 days of yoga camp. Thank you so much for being here. It's so beautiful that you have chosen to show up for yourself and practice with me. I think we have a fun journey ahead of us. The affirmation for today's practice is I accept. All about accepting where you're at today, just kind of taking stock. We're going to take it easy and find what feels good. Let's get started. All right, today we're going to begin in a nice comfortable seat. You can sit up on a blanket or a block if that feels good. You can even do this first moment in a chair if you're feeling super tight in the back and you're really new to the practice. So come to a comfortable seat of your choice. And when you're ready, sit up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, just begin to settle into the moment here. So we're going on a journey together, and there's a little bit of trust that needs to be felt. Trust the process. Trust the video. Trust yourself that attending to your body, your mind, your heart, taking this time for yourself is worth it in every possible way. So right away in this moment, not to sound too hokey, but just trust the video. So see if you can take your eyes off the video and close your eyes. And notice your breath. It can be quite difficult to just stop and notice how you're feeling, because we're always on the go. We're always trying to master our tasks. And sometimes we, of course, run away from the sensations, the feelings, because they maybe don't feel good. So we're here to just explore, find what feels good. So close your eyes. Just going to take a couple breaths here on your own. Hands can rest gently wherever they naturally fall. And just take a couple deep breaths. In and out. In and out. We close the eyes to just kind of connect, go inward. And then to our affirmation for today. I accept. You can say this quietly to yourself. If you're feeling adventurous, you can say it out loud. I accept. Today's all about accepting where you are today, kind of a taking stock day, easing into it. One more time with the breath. I accept. And slowly we'll draw the palms together at the heart. You can bat the eyelashes open a little bit. And we'll slowly lift the chest up to the thumbs even more, sitting up nice and tall wherever you are. Gently, just find a little sway here. Gently find a little movement. So it could be front to back, whatever feels good. It could be side to side. Ooh, wow. I wonder if my mic picked up that with my neck. Wow, it's like a firework show. So here we're just finding a little movement. I'm wanting to kind of set the tone for our journey, which is that you're really here to have an experience and a process. So rather than just coming into this shape here with the palms together, Anjali Mudra at the heart, which is beautiful and lovely. But we also give ourselves a little bit of freedom to move and to just kind of notice where we are today. Again, I accept where I am today and I show up for myself fully. So you might even say that quietly to yourself. I accept where I'm at today and I show up for myself fully. Awesome. Bow your head to your heart, easing into it today. Begin to loop the shoulders back. So just notice if your shoulders are crunching up. And draw the elbows down, shoulders away from the ears. So again, you have to trust the video here. I'll do my best. I've been working very hard to learn how to guide you with my voice and just let the video be a guide. So chin to chest here, breathing into the back of the neck. One more breath. Then on an exhale, release the palms, and wherever you are, we're going to come to all fours. So take your time getting there. If you're in a chair or whatever comfortable seat you chose, take your time getting there. We're going to meet in tabletop position. So today, day one, nice and slow. We come to tabletop here, and if you're new to the practice, try to be as meticulous as possible, in a loving way. Oh, there's that creaky old floor. Yep, love it. Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees directly underneath the hips. If you've been following Yoga with Adriene for a while, then you know about the creaky old floor. The little things. First things first, guys, pay attention to your alignment. Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees directly underneath the hip points. Toes in line with the knees. Then everyone bend your elbows, take your gaze down, trust off the video, and then with the gaze straight down and the neck nice and long, we're going to press the earth away. So press away from your yoga mat. Now, especially if you're super flexy or you have, just make sure you're not locking in the elbows, guys. So keep a soft bend. And then this is it. Breathe here. One nice long line from the crown of the head to the tip of the tailbone. Couple of things just for day one. This is going to help us throughout the whole journey. Remember that the neck is an extension of the spine. So nice and long. Then notice if you're kind of dipping down in the lower back body. See if you can lengthen the tailbone towards the back edge of your mat. Hug the lower ribs in, navel up towards the spine. So we gently engage the belly, the muscles of the abdominal wall. And then last but not least, my friends, notice if there's a little bit of a valley between your two shoulder blades here. See if, again, you can use that pressing away from the earth to bring awareness into the upper back body. So again, if you're kind of dipping down, there's a little valley between your shoulder blades there. See if you can bring awareness by pressing away from your yoga mat, finding a little doming effect through the upper back body. And then if you're working in this way, you might begin to feel tired here, even shake here, even sweat here, because we're waking up the whole body, noticing how we feel today. And as you get tired, remember your mantra, I accept. No need to wait to the 30th day to start loving yourself. Let's start now. So one more breath here. If you want to challenge yourself, you can press into the tops of the feet, press into the palms, and let the knees hover for just a second. But again, we're easing into the practice today, so no need to do this if you're tired or you're just easing in. But just a little option here to check that line from the crown to the tail. We call this the danda in Sanskrit. Sanskrit for staff or stick, literally the line that holds us up. Okay, release the knees if you haven't already, and then we'll drop the elbows where the hands were for heart to earth pose, Anahata Asana. One of my favorites. So we let the tail rock up towards the sky, and then we slowly walk the knees out. So notice how the fingers and the wrists want to come in or splay out. See if you can keep two parallel lines. So again, checking into the alignment. Eventually we rest the forehead to the mat. Breathe here. Notice if the toes are coming in or going out. And after you feel like you've had it, go ahead and take your eyes off the video and press into all 10 knuckles and enjoy this beautiful, beautiful heart opener here, opening the shoulders. Great for the spine. I invite you now to begin deepening the breath. Awesome, everyone. Press into the palms, press into the tops of the feet, and slowly begin to shift your heart forward. Nice and slow, all the way to the belly. Great. Elbows can walk right underneath the shoulders. Make adjustments if you need to here. Again, 2 parallel lines in the forearms. Press the pubic bone into the earth, press into the tops of the feet, and slowly we'll begin to open the heart once again. Sphinx pose. Feel the stretch in the belly. So day 1, we're going to do lots of stuff on the floor. So enjoy this little dance with gravity, keeping it nice and low today. Lengthen through the crown of the head. And then again, just notice if the toes are coming in or splaying out. Can you have a lot of consciousness, awareness from the crown of the head to the tips of your toes? To take it a little deeper, imagine pressing your 2 elbows into the yoga mat and the palms into the yoga mat so much so that you would maybe rip the center of your mat. So again, we're not just hanging out here, but finding length and using the foundation to build up from. One more breath here, my friends, you got it. Then slow, with control, we release. Draw the palms underneath the shoulders here, curl the toes under, and we'll come back to all fours. Walk the knees underneath the hips, wrists back underneath the shoulders, and here we go, cat-cow, our first cat-cow of the 30 days of yoga. Man, enjoy it. No yoga robots here, I always say. So you can, once you know what you're doing, you can close the eyes and begin to get your groove on. Inhale, drop the belly. Open up through the chest, the heart. Exhale, curling under. Tailbone tucks, navel draws up. We find this beautiful arc or arch in the spine, chin to chest. Continuing, inhaling, dropping the belly, finding length, opening through the front body. Should feel good here, especially if you slow it down just a hair. And then exhaling, starting at the tailbone, traveling up through the spine, crown of the head down towards the earth. So find a rhythm here that feels good for you. So if it feels good to hang out here in the arc or arch for a couple breaths, please do. If it feels good to hang out here for a little bit and maybe draw a line with the nose back and forth, please do. Day 1, taking stock. And then we can begin to veer off the railroad tracks a little bit. Side to side with the hips. Creaky old floor. Coming back strong. Thank you. And then when you feel satisfied, we're going to bring the 2 big toes to touch. Knees as wide as your yoga mat. And then we're going to send it on back. Extended child's pose. This time, bringing the palms together. So coming up off the wrist this time as we bring them up and overhead to start. Should feel good. Blood flowing the opposite direction. You can walk your elbows towards the front edge of your mat a little bit more here if that feels good. And take a second here to close your eyes and breathe into the back body, whatever that means to you. Maybe you can even feel the skin of your back stretch as you take a great big inhale in. And then let it go. Slowly begin to reach the fingertips towards the front edge of your mat. Hug the lower ribs in, press into the tops of the feet, and slowly begin to look forward as you come all the way back up. Walk the knees underneath the hip points, wrists back underneath the shoulders. All right, let's start to spice it up. What do you say? Press into the tops of the feet. Press away from your yoga mat with your palms. We cultivate a little bit of energy through the midline throughout our practice, and this is gonna just help check in with that. Here we are, pressing into the top of the left foot. Go ahead and slide your right toes out. Now keep your right toes on the earth. Even if you are an experienced yogi, keep your right toes on the earth and just begin to saw back and forth. Check in with that danda. This is the foundation of our practice here. Pressing into all 10 knuckles strong, spreading the fingertips wide. Yes, we get a nice stretch in the right leg here, finding that sit bone to heel connection. But also a chance to check in with the spine. Notice, are you hollowing through the upper back body or collapsing? Is the neck nice and long, an extension of the spine, or is it collapsing? Can you engage your abdominal wall just a little bit, drawing the navel up, knitting the lower ribs in a little bit? And then if you're new to the practice and your wrists are giving you trouble here, let's start to really pay attention to the hands. Straightening the thumbs, not collapsing in, but pressing away from the earth. Okay, here we go. Lift the right leg up high. Turn the right toes down. Try to lift from your right inner thigh. So rather than lifting here, keep it nice and in line. You might begin to shake here. Feel that heat. Notice what it feels like to be alive today. That's what day one is all about. You might rotate the right ankle one way and then the other. And then just 3 little vinyasas here. We inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, nose to knee. So cat-cow variation here. Inhale, extend. Spread the right toes. Exhale, nose to knee. And one more full body experience. You got it. Here we go. Exhale, nose to knee, navel up. Great. Take a second to release. You can take a child's pose here. Roll up to a little hero variation. 3 breaths to notice how you feel. Awesome. And back for more. Back to all fours. Find your 4 posts, nice and strong. So we have a lot of videos that you can supplement with this journey. There's a great one for wrists that would be really nice just to kind of get the foundation of the palms for the wrists. Really great, the rotation of the shoulders. Here we go. Sliding the left toes out. Find that sit bone to heel connection and just enjoy this nice gentle stretch in the left leg as you saw back and forth. And then continue on going through your checklist, whatever that means to you, just bringing awareness to different areas of the body. This also helps us stay out of the mind. The thinking mind gives it a break and helps us connect to the present moment physically, even spiritually, with your breath, connecting it all. And again, try to stay present as you press away from your yoga mat and lift the left leg up high. Here we go. Then go through your checklist. Lifting from the left inner thigh, left toes down. Careful not to collapse. Here we go, a little vinyasa here to stir the energy. 3 times. We inhale, extend, lift. Exhale, nose to knee. Inhale, extend. Press into both palms evenly. And exhale, nose to knee. One more time, you got it. Inhale, extend. And exhale, nose to knee. Great, release. This time, everyone, come back to sit on the heels. Palms are gonna flip up. And at any point during the practice, this goes for the whole journey. If you need to take your hands to your forearms or your wrists to give it a little massage, tend to it, my friends. 3 breaths here. Awesome. Then we'll spread the fingertips wide, come back to all fours. And this time we're going to curl the toes under and take it to downward facing dog. So we send the hips up high. Take your time getting there, nice and slow. And forget about creating the downward dog shape. Remember the mantra or your affirmation for today. I accept. So using this beautiful opportunity to explore your body so that you can accept yourself fully. Show up. So all that to say, resist the urge to come here and hold. Ouch. explore. Find soft bend in the knees. You might wake up the feet a little bit here. Come on now, connect. Use your breath. And we're not going to get everything at once, even me, right? I'm like checking in, noticing where my body's at today. It's always different. So staying present. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Awesome, my friends. Take one more breath here in downward facing dog. Inhale in. Woo, doggy. Get it? And then slowly lower the knees. Awesome work. Cross the ankles. Slowly, slowly come through to seated. And voila, back to our cross-legged position. So from here, we're going to sit up nice and tall. I'm in profile here so you can see my spine. This is important. We won't go through this every day, but this is important on day one for yogis of all levels, just to check in with the spine. So some of us tend to kind of like muscle through twists. Some of us need a little lift in the hips, especially if you feel like this is happening a lot. So sit up on something tall if you feel like this is happening in the spine. And for those who have been working on danda practice for a long time, I encourage you to resist the urge to muscle through your twists. Let's try it all together. Palms on the tops of the knees, tuck the chin into the chest, and slowly roll up through the spine. Notice your breath once again. Maybe this time connecting to an ujjayi breath. That ocean sound. And slowly reach the right fingertips up high. Find length in the right side body. Inhale in. As you exhale, send the left fingertips behind you. But again, careful not to muscle. Keep them soft. So inhale, we reach. And then exhale, right hand to the top of the left knee. See if you can continue to draw energy up from your center. If you're familiar with Mula Bandha, then connect to those muscles of the pelvic floor and lift, lift, lift. If you're not familiar, another day. Loop the shoulders, another video. You can go deeper. And take a second here to just notice what's going on in your feet. Are you clenching in the feet? Are they just kind of soft? Can you bring a little energy to your feet? And then we inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, hugging the lower ribs in. We just begin to play in the spine. You might notice you're really super tight today. Well, good. You're in the perfect place. Couple more breaths here. Close your eyes. Enjoy this time for yourself. On your last breath here, lift your chest, lift your heart, lift the chin slightly, and then exhale, release back to center. Palms on the tops of the knees, head over heart, heart over pelvis. Here we go, other side. Lifting left fingertips up this time. Inhale, lengthen through the left side body. Stretch, 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 stretch. And then exhale, release the right fingertips behind. Begin to twist. Now again, it's not about, how far can I twist? It's really about taking stock. So my suggestion to you is to slow it down. Use your breath. Inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale to explore. Connecting to the center channel. Notice if your left leg wants to fly up. So lots of awareness here as we ground down. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. So just playing here. And one more breath, wherever you are. Inhale, lift your chest, your heart. Lift your chin slightly. Grow tall. And then exhale, back to center. Awesome. Take the hands around to the backs of the legs. We're going to come here just for a moment, just a tiny bit of a core check-in today before we take it down to the ground. Again, nice and easy breezy today, just taking stock of the body. So bring the hands to the backs of the legs, loop the shoulders, and sit up nice and tall here. Again, notice if you're collapsing in the spine, and it might just be about finding that long puppy belly, as I like to say, this long length in the front body. So it might just be here for you today. You can check out your biceps here. It's okay to hold on to your legs. There's no cheating in yoga, you know, do what you need to do. Or you might lift the shins parallel to the ceiling, just see. Breathing deep here. Staying alive and awake through the feet, the toes, lifting the chin just slightly long in the back of the neck. Then you might stay here. Again, we could be here, or you might reach the fingertips forward. Couple of deep breaths here. You got it. If you want to take it further, we can extend the legs out long, fingertips left to right, breathing deep here. Let's do 2 more breaths wherever you are. And then release. Awesome. Just a little check-in, just starting slow. Okay, come to flat back position here, my friends. And when you arrive, take a nice, big, long, full body stretch. So fingertips up and overhead, and the biggest breath you've taken all day, maybe all year. Point and flex the feet, spread the fingertips, and then close your eyes. So definitely spending a couple moments here, imagining the earth rising up to meet your back body. I like to share with my friends and my students this time, you know, if you've felt a little alone or off balance or off track, here's a moment where you can literally feel your yoga mat having your back, this practice having your back. I got your back. So close your eyes, feel supported. One more breath here. And then we'll float the fingertips down. Press the palms into the earth, and we'll hug the knees into the chest. So scoop the tailbone up so your lower back is nice and flush with your mat. We're going to end with a great big hug. Again, nice and simple today. Wrapping the arms around the shins, squeezing the knees up and in towards the heart. So I think we take for granted this awesome shape. My spine is supported. So nice. My hips get some love. I'm reminded to keep the shoulders relaxed, the heart open. And I stay awake and alive through the feet. Hedgehog, inhale in. Exhale slowly, as slow as you can roll, my friend. Peel the head, the neck up, nose towards the knees. So notice I said towards, so if you're not nowhere close, right, you could be here, right? No biggie, but just the intention of rounding through the spine. You can even close your eyes and visualize the spine here. And then again, just another opportunity to go through your checklist. How are my shoulders? Can I soften through the skin of the face a little bit here? Am I clenching? Maybe even you're able to grab the outer edges of the feet. Visualize space in the spine, in between each vertebrae. One more breath here, you got it. Oh, and then let it go. Soles of the feet come to the mat. We slide the right leg out long, followed by the left leg. Let me take the arms side to side, palms open. Then physically, literally, press into your head, press into your elbows, and lift your chest up. Then slowly snuggle your shoulder blades underneath your heart space, and then release back into the earth. Then close your eyes and gift yourself with a big breath in through the nose and a big exhale out through the mouth. Don't be shy. Big breath in through the nose. Big breath out through the mouth. Soften through the jaw. Allow the body to relax. Take a moment to scan from the soles of your feet all the way up to the crown of your head. Take your time, noticing if you might be holding anywhere, gripping anywhere. Notice where the thoughts go. Maybe notice how you've lost track of your breath. I accept. I accept where my body is at today, and I show up for myself fully. Thank you for being here. Rock on, my friends. It's gonna be a fun journey together. See you tomorrow. Namaste.